And
recording is on.
Okay, there we go. All right, let me put it. I always have classical music in my headphones. So, okay, are you ready? There's like some joke about somebody like going into the medical field or like being a doctor. Like he keeps talking about a doctor. Like there's a joke. What?
Yeah, medical field.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, right off the bat. So the joke was, it was a little bit more in depth than that. He's just like, but you're supposed to be like a doctor. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Like, we're just joking about it.
I stopped going to school. I stopped going because I that's what I wanted to do. But then I stopped and I had my children and I never went back.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
well, this is what was happening. He goes like, this is what was happening when I was pausing and trying to talk to you. He was like, doctor. You were supposed to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Like that, like this. He's
Right.
like,
Okay.
like I'm like, okay, like we're just laughing about it. Hey, hold on, let me get in here. Oh my God, no, what did I do with my screen? There we go. Okay, hang on. Right, he's talking about loving you right. He's like, oh, I love her right. He's like, oh, I love her right. He's like, oh, if I could give him the chance, I would love her right. He's like, I do. He has this very quick, fun,
yes,
bright personality about him. Like, he's one of my really good friends in life.
That's always really funny. Had a great sense of humor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. See, we're on this is him. Hang on. We're gonna get wait, we're already going there. Are we already going there right now? We are, aren't we? Here, wait. Nobody needs to see their daddy like that. I don't know what that means. That's what he's saying. Nobody needs to see their daddy like that. Hang on. He's like apologizing. He's saying, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened yet. We'll figure that out. Like, I think it's more of like from not being there, you know, like having to not being there. Not so much like what happened. Hang on. Oh, come on. He says, he's commenting on you, like crying. And he's like, oh, come on there. Like, hey, oh, come on there. And I'm like, okay, don't, you're alone. Well, this is what we do. I'm going to cry with her. She says, he jokes about, okay, so I guess you're married. Hang on. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. I guess I would have chosen, he's like, I guess I would have chosen a better one, blah, blah, blah. He's a good dude. Good guy. I'm like, stop it. Very sarcastic, but funny about that. So don't ever think you don't like him.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, he says that you have the lockdown on it. So I'm guessing you hold the keys to everything. Like, that's the whole thing. Okay.
Yes.
He's like loving that. He's like, it's okay because she has it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Wait. Why does he have a bad heart? I don't know what that is. Hang on. He's talking about himself being sensitive. Why are you sensitive? Wait a minute. What is going on? Hang on. We're trying to get into this right now. I'm asking him what happened when he died. Hang on. We're just going all the way in. Where? He's like, why would he be self-deprecating? He's a really good guy, but he's almost like making it like saying that he wasn't always, and that doesn't make any sense because he's like a wonderful soul in my head. Like, I feel him now. It's been a long time. Hold on. He says there's like nothing they could do for me at all.
Yeah.
He's like that time it was very different growing up or something. He's like making it back to like what was happening. He's like a good dad. He's a good dad. He's saying like, I promised them I'd be there. So I'm guessing you have siblings. Promised them I'd be there forever. Like getting into that, them. I'm like, okay. Why would he be slowly wasting away? What happened with him?
My dad was, my mom told me that he was heavy into drugs. He was a heroin user, and also he died of like pneumonia and AIDS and being on drugs. So like when I was his only daughter, I'm his only child. So I never really got a chance to do anything with my dad. And my mom moved on. She had children, and she, me just here, like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So no wonder so that's why he's apologizing about it. He's talking about like him doing that. It was his issue. And that's why he keeps talking about everything being weak because of everything coming down. I'm like, this ain't cancer. This is none of this, but he keeps showing himself decaying, literally decaying. And he said, I thought I was cool. I thought I was cool though.
He's cracking jokes, Dad.
That's what he said. He goes, I thought I was cool. He's literally showing me like a homemade needle or something like that. And he's like, but I thought I was cool. He's like looking up at me and I'm like, I get it. Hey, I was talking about you. Wait, you work on like the administrative side of like the medical area?
Well, I was a what you call it, a medical. Oh my God, I'm so lost right now.
Okay,
Yeah. I was just helping the doctors with needles and stuff. I was a medical assistant, but then I just started my own business, so I'm trying to get that going. So,
Okay. So pause. So with that, he's talking about, I said, so what about her? What about her? He goes, oh, she was out there saving the world, but now she's pushing papers. Like that's what he says. So I was
I am. I'm back and forth, post office, back and forth on my email.
So you were okay. Yeah, he's doing a good job. I'm just asking him about like your normal life, what's happening too. So that's why he was telling you, like, my kid didn't need to see me like that. Like, no little girl. No wonder. That's why he was so into that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on. I got it so he got AIDS after he was with your mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I go, what happened with her? Was there protection? I said, is that okay? He's like, no. I got it after that. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. AIDS is terrible. I've read people that have passed from it. Hang on. Okay. He says he's not gay.
Right. I know that. Everybody knows that. Wow, he is so funny. And everybody says he's hilarious.
He goes just straight up. Sorry, because they okay. So what happens is this sign is that I've had that, but a lot of times that's what it is, right? And so I put that sign in my head for that, and he goes, "I ain't gay," and I was like, "Okay, I know you're not. That's fine." Oh my God, he's talking about having a checkered past to prove it. I guess that means sleeping with different women. That's a whole nother thing. You have helped him. He's talking about that. You're his baby girl. He says, yeah. I helped her along. He's like, but she helped me. She says, it's almost like, have you, this is where it's going to get confusing for me a little bit. And maybe it's not. Have you felt like you've always had like a shadow presence with you or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's him.
Okay.
That's him. Okay. Only reason I'm saying that is because he literally shows me you like being a little kid and then like having him show up in the room. And then like, as you get older, like you still feel that same presence and it stays the same height and it can show up as a shadow. Like you'll see something shift.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's him. Okay. Mm-hmm. I always see that. And I'm like, that is you. Mm-hmm. Down if that's you. It's like I open him because I just want him to be around. And I'm so sorry I had to miss out on everything.
Well, you don't need to be sorry. He's the one apologizing, and it's okay. Yeah, don't be sorry. And that's him shifting around. So it's weird because they don't ever talk about that unless that's a thing going on. And he likes your light. He likes your positivity. He likes the kids. He likes the hustle and bustle. He likes the yelling, and he thinks he's like he's talking about he died in his 30s.
Yeah, he did. Yes.
Holy crap. Okay, I go. He goes. I said, why are you around for all this? He was like, he's like, I was in my 30s. He was like, I still like all the hustle and bustle.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. It's that mighty nice. Mm-hmm. Did y'all just move to a new home? Or what is that?
We wanted to move to Florida, but we wasn't sure if we should move or not.
Okay, so that's where we're going to get into that. Because he's talking about, he goes, oh, when they move, it's going to be mighty nice. Like that. That's why I was like, are we moving to a new home? Like, that's it. Okay. Hold on, get you out of the cold. I don't know where y'all live right now, but I guess it's freezing a lot of times. Something like that. Hold on, I guess where are y'all north? Where y'all at?
In New York City, it'd be freezing here and I don't like the cold.
No, that's why he says, okay. I'm wondering, because whenever he's talking, he says that. And so I'm like, where are we from that we all talk like this? Because it comes through with accents too. And so you'll see that I'll start getting it as well. Hang on. Where is his? Does somebody have his jacket? Who has his jacket? You don't, who has it?
Probably my Aunt Cookie has a lot of his belongings. Yeah.
Okay. He's like specifically, like he keeps making me feel like I have like a fake leather jacket or I have like a fake pleather jacket or something like that.
Right.
And that needs to go to you, but it's like his one single prized possession he enjoys. And he keeps showing me walking around wearing it in the street. I don't know. And for me, it could be brown, more than black.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's random. Just he's talking about my sister was always worried about my shit. He's like, man, why did I go and make so many people worry about me? That's what he said, straight up. Doesn't he remember what my hand? He's coming up and grabbing you as a little kid, picking you up and like doing this. And he says she doesn't remember like what my hands feel like a hug like that. She doesn't remember that. He says, yeah, and he's like, they're here, they're good hands. He's showing this, and I'm like, I know. He said. He's talking about how he had like the best nails or like nail beds or actually kept things really clean. And he's like going through the whole thing. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes.
He was so proud to be a daddy. He's like, I was so proud to be a daddy. He's like, if I just could get my head out of that. He says, sons. You have sons?
Yes, I have 2.
Perfect. Okay. He goes, and now she has sons, just straight like that. I was like, oh, okay. He was like the opposite. I'm like, all right. He says, he's talking about how they like look like mini football players or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
son just started football, and he's like awesome at it. He's awesome at it. Awesome.
Really?
It's a spur of the moment thing, and then the coaches is calling me like, "Why you never put him in it before?" Awesome, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so just know that he knows about that. Like, that's so random. This is what happens. Like, they get your train of thought, and they're like, da, 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 and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go with it, And
I can't believe this.
I know it's weird, right? Welcome in. I go back and I watch my recordings, and I'm like, where did that come from? Yeah. Hang on. But when you're in this state, it just does. Hold on. He's like making jokes about your husband like having bad knees or something like that. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, so his knees is always hurt. Yeah.
Okay, I said, is there something else you want to say? He goes, oh, they better best get up and like start moving down there. He was like, the warm's gonna help his knees a lot better. He's all crickety already, like being all old. He's like, I don't have that. He's like, hold on. Watch your blood pressure. He said, he's like, put down like this drink or something like that, or I don't know. He's making all these different
Yes.
things.
Okay. Yes.
On him. And smart, he's talking about the husband now. He's like, smart man, gets really stubborn. Your husband gets super stubborn. He's just like talking about how he's like, but good. He says, thought she would. Is the husband older than you?
Yes, he's older than me. He's a couple of years older than me.
Okay, cool. Because he puts, I was like, how old are they? Like, what's the difference? And he puts gray hair on him, like compared to you. And so I'm like, all right, so that's a senior to her. Like, he's whispering. He's like, let him know I whisper in his ear. Like, that's a whole nother thing. And he's like, don't fuck with my daughter. Like this, just joking about it. I'm like, stop being mean. He said, wait, something about what is going on with your husband's mom?
She doesn't like me. I don't know. I never even got
Mm.
into her or anything like that. And I just posted, pictures of me cooking up, and then she'll put pictures and say, you can't cook better than me, and my son doesn't eat food and it's just really, I don't know. She just doesn't like me.
Really? Okay, yeah, he's bringing up that negative connotation between the two.
Yeah.
And it's like, leave it alone. Like, leave it alone. But like, she babies him, the son, and like, that's the whole thing. And hang on. He says, not everybody can pull the stick out of their ass.
Okay.
Okay, and we're just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm sure she's a wonderful woman, but like treating people like that and being that catty is never good, and it never goes to a good place later on. So positive vibes and love all the way through. That's it. Okay, well, back. So know that he knows about that relationship and what's happening, and so just let it be. Like, you're a bigger person, right? Hold on. Who is the? He keeps keeps talking about the oldest one just started the football.
The youngest one just started the football.
Okay,
Yes.
do you have is the other one like an incredibly tall child, like compared?
Yeah, the oldest one is the tall one. Yeah.
Okay, he keeps talking about like, and I'm tall, but he keeps like talking about this kid that's like big. And he's like, yeah, to him, and I'm like, what is this? Oh, he adores your kids.
Okay. Aw.
Got the one you almost like. I'm guessing you had like a miscarriage or something like that too. I don't know what goes along with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because he's saying I got like the one you lost, baby. Like literally saying that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be one girl or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I got the one you have that too. Like winks at you. I'm like, all right.
Yes.
Where? This is how fast it comes. You just gotta like catch it out of midair. Where? You have enough on your hands. He's talking about, man, that really broke you down too. I don't know what went along with that. We could go more into that later, but I know we want to stick to this area. Hang on. That one, that female. So you only have the 2 sons. Yeah.
Sons, and then I have the 2 daughters.
Daughters. Okay, cool. Because they keep talking about like that one came around, so it's like it came back. So you ended up having this miscarriage and then having another kid after that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She's such a sweetheart. Her personality is amazing.
That's because that's her coming back again. Because so it's not the fact that you have any babies in heaven right now. It's the fact that the opportunity presented itself for a body to be viable again, and so the soul came back in and now they're with you. Okay. So don't think you lost anything. Know that you gained it and it attempted to come back in and boom, which is another reason why, like in this case, in this scenario with like her amazing personality and how she is, it's because there's automatically that sense of gratitude because there was that death before, like legit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's a whole nother underlying thing. I could look at that too. Wait. That's my little something about Princess and Tiara. That's my little princess.
She dresses up with little pop books. She loves to like watch TV with princesses and stuff. We just took her to Disney World so she can finally see them. So she loves it because she's so good and so well behaved. It's nothing Symphony would not do. And she loves to dance. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I go, what do you want to say about her? What do you want to say? And he goes, that's my little princess. She loves her. That's my little tiara. Like talking about that. I'm like, okay. Like, come on down here and dance with me. Like he like gets down in here. He says, oh, you cramped. You know you cramped. I guess you're cramped where you're at right now. He's saying like something about a housing situation, something about you cramped. He said, move all the way down right where it makes you hold on. Were y'all starting to look in like 2 places in Florida, like one in the Panhandle and one in like the actual tip?
Yes, we was gonna move to one in like Orlando, and then we try to move one to Tallahassee. Yeah.
Perfect, because they're showing 2 different spots, and I'm like, what is this? I would say, have you ever thought about, I know Orlando's good because that would be really, really fun and stuff like that and what's happening there. I feel just for like the long-term preservation vibe, just with like family and having less stress and everything, I would say Tallahassee.
Okay.
Yes. Only reason I'm saying that is because both are good, both feel good. But with the Orlando thing, it feels good, but it feels like as soon as you get there, as soon as you move there, you would have to leave because something would happen to your living space. And then you would have to come back like hurricane type of thing, like tropical disaster type of thing. And I just don't want you to be in that space.
Okay.
Like,
honestly,
hold on. He's so funny. He's like, see, I'm good. I'm so good. I'm like, yes, I know you're good.
It's funny.
He's great. He says right after, not quite. Did we like halfway name your child after him?
Sean, I was gonna name Sean after him, the oldest. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He goes, I said, is there something else, like an honor or something you like to talk about? He was like, well, they were supposed to name it all the way after me. He's like, but that didn't happen. I don't know where it missed it in translation. And I was like, all right, so like part thing, like that's what happened? Like what? Okay. Yeah. And it's talking about how like the husband had a big thing to do with that. And then like you bugged in. It's this whole other thing. Yeah. Wait. I give her a He's like giving you a promise. He's giving you a vow that he's there 100%. And like, it's almost like it feels like he marries you, but like in a daughter-father way. Like, I'm with you forever. Like, I'm staying here. He's going to be one of the first people that shows up when you pass. That's not for a long time, but that's another thing. Like, I would not, hold on. Anniversary. Something about an anniversary. Something about hold on. I'm guessing you have a lot of people born in, do you have a lot of people born in May in your family?
I have a lot in February.
Okay. There's someone, they keep talking about Taurus. Taurus for me is end of April or May, and I don't know why.
That's my oldest daughter's birthday. She's a Taurus.
Is she okay? Okay. He keeps getting, it's like, talk about this person, talk about this birthday, talk about this person here. And I'm like, it's definitely Taurus because it has that super strong, like, independent vibe about
her. Yeah.
He said, he goes, I bet he's like a Pisces or a Cancer or something like that. Your father is probably, huh?
He's a Leo.
He is a Leo. Okay, he must have water underneath him because he has this fun, proud, intense vibe, but he has this super emotional state underneath him that he is all cuddly and cozy. I'm going to look at this really quick. I want to look at his chart because I want to see if I was right. Wait, do you remember his birthday?
His birthday is July 24th. I don't know the year.
Oh, so he literally is on the cusp of Cancer. Yeah. He's right there. Okay, no wonder I'm picking up those vibes. Okay, I'm like, why is he like that? Do you remember what year?
I don't know the year. I don't.
Okay, hang on. He was what, like 38 when he passed?
Yes, he was.
Okay, cool.
My mom, she said.
Okay. Sorry, these are just like random numbers. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let me go. Hang on. He says he passed in like the 80s, man. Things hadn't even gotten good yet.
Mm-mm.
When did he pass?
October 3rd.
Of what year?
1988.
Okay, 80s. Things that haven't gotten good yet. Okay, cool. I asked him, I go, when did you die? He's like, man, it's like I got in the 80s. Like things that ain't gotten good yet. Like that. I was like, okay, hold on.
Yeah. Wow.
Pico sticks and stuff like that. Sorry, you'll go back and you'll listen to this. You'll be like, where did that come from? Like how? Just wait. Hold on. Yeah, he does. Okay, so I'm looking at his chart. So he's on the cusp. So he's a Leo, but he's a Cancer technically because he's on the area, right? And then he has his moon, so his emotional state is in Pisces. So that's why. And so, so what happens with that? That means a lot of people, especially this cusp, so he has like that fire water, and then he has this water undertone, and he's a male. That means there's a lot of pressure put on him. He doesn't know how to express his emotions. He does it through funny jokes. He does it through tell-alls. He does it through drugs to like try to keep himself calm or keep himself happy because internally we're sad. It's a whole, that's kind of how this works with him. It's interesting, like you pick up a vibe and then you see it on paper too. That's weird. Do you have any questions for him or for me at all?
I just want to know, like, what do my dad think? Do he think that I've grown to his expectations, or should I do better? Like, I don't.
Okay, so pause on that. I want to also look at yours too because I want to make sure you're going in the proper direction. Now, I can tell you with him, the first thing he started laughing at, remember, and that was even before your session, was a doctor. She was going to be a doctor like this, but it was all funny. It wasn't disappointed. And so you have grown into his expectations of what he needs and you've superseded them. I think he's in this part of your life right now, and this is what kind of he's showing me in the vibe is, I want you to work on this own business. I want you to work on moving. Like these next 4 or 5 years, I'm going to say 4 years, are going to be big and a pivotal role in creating this platform for yourself so you can jump off of. So keep working at it little by little, getting stuff on it. Even if this first business thing doesn't go all the way through, keep the padding up, because what is going to happen is you're learning. And then when you get to this next move, when you get to this, after this 4-year stint, you're looking at me, you're like, oh shit, it's going to be 4 years. I'm like, no, just wait. Because there's a lot of transition that has to take place and it takes time. And so after the 4-year mark, and then it's like when a kid is like done with high school, like we're out of it or something like that. That's a whole thing like that. And then that's when you take off and become like this bomb ass person.
Wow.
Okay, so just wait. Everything's prepping. You have too many things going on with kids, with family. You do it slowly, what you need to do. And then when you get to that point, I would say like 3 years, 9 months to 4 years.
Okay.
That would be my thing. Then that's when you transition and you can take it and you're confident. Because if you just started transitioning right now and just went to it, it'd be way too much stress. You'd fail. You'd go in with it. You wouldn't know. Like, don't do it right now. Don't push yourself too much. But you're going to get there. What is your date of birth?
February 20th, 1982.
Okay, so you're on the cusp of. No wonder everybody's freaking. Oh my God. 1982, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what city were you born in?
In Brooklyn.
Okay. I was like, what city? He's in New York. I was like, okay. Everybody's from there. I love that area. I love the people. It's just, yeah, it's great. If it wasn't for the freaking snow, I'd be in the higher than property taxes.
Yes, it's expensive here.
Hella expensive. Okay, so this would make perfect sense.
Okay.
So sun sign, this is who you are internally. Sun sign is Pisces. We already know about that. So that just means that you're like this more spiritual person, calm, but you have this like quick, witty, fun sense of humor that you can like bounce back from and talk to everybody. That's because your moon, your emotional side is in Aquarius. And that's why you're so good at communicating with people. So the glass is always half full. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to get you out of this. Like that's how you are with people. And it's great. But that means you also need that communication back with you to feel fulfilled and feel loved. Your communication style, which is how you actually talk to people, is a Pisces as well. So it means you talk to people almost like you're a counselor. Like you're there to listen. You're there to tell me more. Like you're never mean about it. Like if somebody came up wearing a bad outfit, you'd be like, maybe next time a darker color, but you look great.
Right. I would never try to.
No. Whereas, so my communication style is in Scorpio, and I would say, that color looks really bad with your hair, but I'm going to buy you a new one and we're going to get you fixed up. Like that's the difference. Let's fix it together, but I don't want right? That's the difference. Another thing too is that how you love and how you want to be loved is actually an Aquarius as well. So you need this mental stimulation. You need this fast. And so now instead of getting it always from the relationship and from the kids and everything like that, you're going to be turning it to like this studious approach, to this business approach, to this thing that you really, really love, that you can put all your mind and energy into, and you're going to create it. So that's what's going on. So this is perfect. Now, another thing too is that your Mars, so this is your drive, like your drive in life. This is all your work ethic. This is also in Libra. So in this position, it's really hard for you to tell yourself, I'm doing a good job, because you're constantly weighing yourself like, oh, this is not here. This is not here. You never give yourself pats on the back because there's always something to perfect or there's always something to do better. So give yourself more credit. Okay. There's always going to lead to this perfection. And another thing with this Mars and Libra is they need somebody that's a lot firmer partnering up with them to tell them, do it. Because if not, they'll be like, is this okay with your schedule? Is this okay with you? Is this okay with you? Oh, it interferes with me, but I'm fine. I can get around this. Like, that's what they don't want to rock the boat. So you need somebody behind you, like a husband or like dad, that shows up all the time. It's like, no, this is what we're going to fucking do. And you're like, fine.
Right.
Okay. So that's it. So you are in, like, that's just a mini part of it, but you are in, you're doing good, but give it about 4 years, get everything in the transition, go in the Tallahassee area when you get a chance. Okay. If you, for right now, I would just stay here for hours, but I have another session, but I absolutely adore you. But one of the things I want to tell you before I leave, is before you walk out the door right now, and when we hang up, I want you to take about 2 minutes, and I want you to have a good breather. Okay. I want you to have a good cry. Okay. Because it's a lot of emotion. It's a lot of him, and part of me being there is because that's him. Another thing with this too is that tonight, before you go to bed, if you can take a moment and if you can tell him you love him, and thank you for coming through and thank you for being with me. Okay. Because what happens is that they come through, they give us all this energy, they give us all this time, they like feed me legit, and then we got to give some back to them. Okay. And then if you need me again, or if you have any questions after you watch it, just email me and then I'll get right back to you.
Thank you so much, Amie. I love you so much. You're amazing.
Thank you. He's cool. That's him. That's y'all's connection. I just happen to be the stupid person that can zone my brain out to allow it to happen.
Intelligent.
Thank you. I love you, my dear. And if you need me, let me know. Okay.